guys, your boy again with another video. Today's topic, man, look, I'm tired of going through YouTube and finding this nonsense. That's all I see, man. Greg, aka Coach Greg. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. You know I got an accent, so I'm not even gonna say it. However, man, I'm a fan. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan. I'm not gonna front. I'm a fan of you, all that. People dislike you a lot, but I like you. But you messed it up with this video now. You said, is mental toughness genetic? And you actually agreed with it. I thought you was actually gonna say no. Like, are you crazy? I don't know your past. I don't know what you've been through in life. But man, hell no, it's not genetics. Come on. First of all, you make everything seem about genetics. That if you're not genetically gifted and somebody is, you will never beat them. You will never be better than them. That's how you make everything seem. That's one. Now you want to have the audacity to say mental toughness is genetics. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I'm going to use, matter of fact, I'm not talking about my personal life, but I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my life for this. I was good family, you know, thank God, got a roof over my head, was fed, all that. But I never got the best out of everything. Never did. I was the only sibling in my household with no dad. My mom was around, but she had a whole different family. So I was raised by my grandma. So I had to watch kids every day. My cousins always spend time with their dad, or even have a good stepdad around, which I have one, but never. Our relationship was. I wasn't even lucky with that, right? So I had to work for everything I wanted, man, to get what I wanted, because there was always there's no space for me to go to the water park with them, Which, why would you take me? You're not my parents, like I'm your nephew, but you still those are your kids. You're gonna take them first, right? So when it comes to mental toughness, it's mostly about your life experience. It don't have nothing to do with your parents or what genetics you have in your system. No, it's about life experience. You cannot come and say mental toughness is genetics. No. I'm tough because of the way I was raised. I raised my own self. I took care of my own self. I had to grind my ass off to get where I'm at right now. I had to do what I had to do just to make sure I got clothes that fit me. You feel me? Like I had to do certain shit that I didn't want to do to basically survive. So you can't, but that's because of my life experience. Because I didn't have that mom and dad. So now, you can't come now and tell me that it's genetics. Mental toughness, or basically on how hard you work for what you want and how you won't give up. That don't have nothing to do with genetics. That has to do with the way you was raised or life experience. That has nothing to do with genetics at all. Not one bit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. That has nothing to do with genetics. Because I could easily take and let's say I adopt a kid, and let's say his parents were not, their mental toughness was not really good, right? Because they got everything they wanted, they had, so they didn't have really to work for nothing. But I adopt him, right? And I raise him the way he's supposed to be raised. But let me backtrack that. And let's just say I'm this fucked up person that adopted the kid, right? And I don't really take care of him. I just give him a roof over his head. But he has to find ways to get his food. He has to find ways to get clothes and all that. You telling me his mental toughness is not gonna be like crazy because his parents, who his parents was? Yes, it is. Because he was raised differently. He had a different experience. He had to get things on his own. That has to that have nothing to do with genetics. That's something that has to do how you lived your life. That has nothing to do with genetics at all, man. Like, come on, man. I don't know how you was raised and all that, but my God, don't come and tell me that mental toughness is genetics. Because if your parents were, if you weren't tough mentally, you ain't gonna be tough mentally. This and that. No, it depends how you was raised, man, and the people that you are around. Because that's all in the brain. That has to do with what you learned and how you learned it. That has nothing to do with nothing. For me, for example, like you said in your videos, you got people that want to do RP or 6 RP or whatever. Let's go easy. I'm not that type of person. I like to work hard. I like to feel like I'm dying. That's me, because that's how I was raised. That's how I learned everything. By working my ass off to get what I want. Hard. I mean, you could call it impatient if you want. You could call it stupid, but that's how I am. I train. When I go to the gym, I train my ass off. That's why I'm going crazy in this quarantine. Because I'm a person that I work. I like to work. I work for what I want. And I basically, right now, I can't do nothing. I just gotta sit down, wait for them unemployment checks to come in, and yeah, I guess free money, blah blah. But I prefer to work for what's mine. That's who I am. So yeah, when I go to the gym, man, nigga, if I could rep out, if I could lift something heavy, if I'm gonna do it. I love overtraining. It makes me feel good. At the end of the day, it makes me feel good. However, I don't. That's not genetics. Come on, man. I don't even know what to say to you no more, yo. Like, you really had the audacity to say that? Come on, man. Now you look like you were just chasing cloud. You just wanted to talk about something. That has nothing to do with your genetics at all. It's about how you, when it comes to anything to do with the brain and how you think and how you react to certain things and all that, it has to do based on your life experience. Who raised you? How was you raised? It has nothing to do with how your parents used to be and nothing. Because we could agree that our parents were raised differently than us. At least 90% of us. So no, and we are nothing compared to our parents mentally. So don't come on, man. Don't come hit me with that genetics. Fuck genetics. Thank God I could probably say I was gifted genetically. It's easy for me to gain muscle. It's easy for me to gain weight. Something that people struggle with. You know, my strength been there since I started the gym a year ago. It was easy for me. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. It was easy for me. However, I'm not gonna be here and say genetics this, genetics that, because you could bring anybody with the best genetics in the world, and I'ma outwork them. Because how I was raised. I'ma outwork them. I don't give up. I'm a kid. I'll die before I let another man beat me. I'll die before I let another man beat me. Me not giving them my all. You could bring the best genetic person you want, and I'll guarantee you, my work ethic is incomparable. You can't compare my work ethic with nobody's. So stop with that genetic stuff. Oh, I don't look good as him because he's genetically gifted. No, everybody has a different structure of a body. So if you train and you're on the best diet and you're training hard, you got the best structure of body that your body could handle, because that's how you was gifted. That's your body. That's who you are. Yeah, it's nothing to do with comparing genetics or comparing this guy, because in your opinion, in your eyes, it looks better. But in other people's eyes, you might look better than the other person that you claim has better genetics than you. It's all about, everyone has a different type of body. You can't just come and say, oh, genetics, that's why he looks good, better than me. No, it's none of that. He don't look better than you at all. And I'm talking in general. Just because, let's put it like this. When it comes to bodybuilding, strength-wise, when it comes to strength, it's a really hard topic to talk about. But let's just talk physique-wise. Kai Green and Phil Heath, right? Phil Heath, they call him genetically gifted, blah, blah, this and that, right? And Kai Green had to work for everything he has. I personally believed every time Kai Green competed with Phil, Kai Green beat him. But everybody has a different idea of what's the best body in their head. Which obviously the judges believe it was Phil. But I believe Kai Green always looked better than him. Always. And maybe it's because I just like his body structure better. I just like how he looks better. And all that. There's no such thing as a perfect body, a perfect physique. Because all humans are different. So don't hit me with genetics. Oh, he's better than me. No. You're better in your own way. That's you. That's you. That's why I always tell people, it's nice to look up to somebody and say, I want a body like that. Not I want his body. Because you will never have that person's body because y'all are two different human beings. Y'all are genetically different. You don't have the same genetics. He don't have your genetics. So it's good to say, I would like to have a body like his in the sense of being big, shredded, or whatever. But not like literally, like, it's never going to happen. It's really never going to happen. So this genetic talk, for me, is the most irrelevant thing ever, yo. It's really irrelevant to me, yo. Because you want to put it like this, Michael Jordan. He was not genetically gifted. And where he at right now? Basically, the best basketball player in the world to ever live. Which I disagree. I believe is LeBron. But people argue LeBron is genetically gifted. Look at his size. Look at it. But let's just say Michael Jordan is way better than him, right? Michael Jordan got cut off his first basketball team. He wasn't even the best player ever. Or even to enter the NBA. But look what he did. He worked his ass off. It's about how hard you work and everything. Don't tell me about genetics this, genetics that. Stop the genetic talk, yo. Please stop. Please stop. Look at Deontay. Genetically, he has power, right? But he got knocked the fuck out. Come on. It's about how you train. Anthony Joshua. Look at his physique, Aki. He looks strong. He looked like he could punch through a wall. But then he got knocked out by a Mexican. A fat, chubby Mexican. Who obviously wanted it more. And don't talk about this genetic thing, man. And he was shorter too. I don't want to hear that, yo. You want to be better than somebody, you work hard for it. Stop listening to people, man. People like you is why people start doing steroids and believe that they need steroids to be elite or to be this person that they want to be, that they have in their head. It's because of people like you that people believe they gotta do horrible things to be superior, to feel good about themselves. You don't need that, man. Work your ass off. I don't got nothing against people that take steroids, but my guy, even people that take steroids will tell you, get as strong and as big as you can naturally, and then take it. Just because steroids fucks you up. So get as big and as strong as you want, naturally, to see if you will be happy about it. But a lot of y'all are impatient as well. So, man, but point is, back to the topic, genetics to the trash. I don't want to hear that no more, bro. I don't want to hear that. Work your ass off. You want something, you work for it.